Hello, one and all, and welcome back to part 5 of Campaign 12, Omens. I'm your host, as always, Virinity Void. And yes, we're in the middle of the 1500s. We're going to go forth, maybe end around 1560, somewhere around there. I'm not entirely sure, but wherever we stop off at, we're going past the halfway point of 1550. With that being said, if you want to know what happened in the previous part, please go back and watch it. I'm not doing recaps for any more of these parts here on out. I'm just going to be doing some national ideas from across the world. And you know what? I think we should do some national ideas from Marajo. Let's see what we got going here. The third and fourth national ideas of Marajo. The third one is mound building heritage. Our ancestors were master mound builders, terraforming large swaths of the Marajo archipelago. While we have advanced to more sophisticated methods of construction, this legacy gives us an edge when it comes to taming the Amazon. Development cost minus 10%. And the fourth national idea is one island, one army. By requiring each island within the Marajo archipelago to maintain a standing army, we can greatly increase the amount of soldiers we can field to defend our kingdom. A land force limit plus 30%. So Marajo, they're going to be fielding a very vast military soon enough. And with control of the Amazon jungle, they're going to be selling some of that jungle wood on the open market. Alright, let's get going. 1539, we're setting sail. Did we leave off with any wars? We did. Gwyneth and Wasconia going after Island and Berry. And then Golden Eighth taming more of Central North America. And, Big Cato is trying to stop the Golden Eighth, but Big Cato doesn't have enough troops. Shun is seeing what it can do against Shahar, but is there a land connection? There is a land connection, but it's one that can be burnt down. However, it seems as though Shun is going after the capital, but Shahar and Golok are hot on their tails. Strongest team on Earth and Just Not are going after the S and Kerman. And I do believe the S is going to stand no chance whatsoever. Kerman might even be fully annexed here. Time will tell. The S probably not going to be fully annexed, but they will feel the sting of defeat once more. Their armies are no match. Shun pushed back from the capital of Chahar, and Golok putting pressure on the west. Chahar easing up the east. It's gonna be tough times for the Chinese right over here. Shun, okay, it seems as though Shun is able to drive off Golok. However, just because you drive back Golok does not mean your capital is unsieged. No, Hanzhong is still very much adding to the war score of Shun, and then Chahar is undoing any sort of progress in the war that Shun was making. Oh, Pretender Rebels. Striking at the most inopportune time for Chahar. So those rebels are going to be putting a lot of pressure. However, they don't have the capital siege down, so there's not as much pressure right now. If anything, Shun is still on the back foot. Berry has their capital siege down, and Wasconia is looking to put the pressure further on Berry. Alongside Gwyneth. So, yeah, Berry not as much of not as powerful as one might expect, and Gwyneth is even holding out against them. Yeah, being one military tech behind really does have an impact here in Europe. But we've seen that plenty already, haven't we all? Big Cato was unable to stop Arapaho from being annexed, so Big Cato, you need to step it up if you want to defend. And then Pawnee as well as Osage are They are the last two that are remaining in Central North America against the Golden Eighth. I forgot to look here. Rise of the Undead. They are not at the end of their reforms yet. Their tribal government reforms. Ah, yes. So Barry is being fully invaded as it is, and me like enabling France to be formed, I don't think that's going to be needed anymore because Barry is just not doing well. It's that simple. What else do we got going on? How's this war going? Shun, they're kind of holding out. They can beat back Chahar and Golok individually, but even when they do that, like Hanzhong is still occupied. It's still weighting the score in favor of the enemy. And oh no, Shun, that spells disaster for the entire war. Yep. And this was a war declared by Shun. Therefore, it looks even worse for them. Yeah, there's no stopping the Tibetans and the Mongols from rolling through. And oh, what the hell? Sulu? Do you have some sort of revolt? They might get domination of the settlers, which, you know, plus 10% all power cost, that's pretty fucking bad. Reducing war exhaustion doesn't cost like 75 diplomatic points, it costs like 80 something, like I don't know how much, but still. And here we have Barry losing 1, 2, 3 provinces. They alongside 6 provinces total. So Taosai's homeland is being contested, and Wasconia grows ever stronger with their allies the Rustamids and Gwyneth. Interesting stuff indeed. What other wars do we got going on? Oh, Pawnee is now fighting alongside Osage and Big Cattle against Golden. This is your best shot. This is the best shot there is of stopping Golden Eighth right now. This is the strongest coalition right now. 22k, 5k, and 10k against 43. And on top of that, Golden Eighth is ahead militarily speaking, so. And not only that, they have hired mercenaries. They have hired the Free Company. So you guys are going to be hard-pressed to really put up a strong fight. Big Cow has a 6'5 general, too. Like, there is opportunity for greatness against the rising tide. That is the Golden Eighth, but y'all need to reinforce, and reinforce quickly. Okay, alright, holding the line. Holding just barely. Holding on to life. Golden Eighth is rolling through with the second army, though. You guys need to, like, band together, fight together as one. Is it going to be good? And it's good. Okay. Wait, no, it's not good. God damn it. I was fooled. God damn it. But yeah, Pawnee, Kado, and Osage, like, the first battle was great. Stopped one army. Second battle, they just couldn't muster the troops, couldn't muster the morale, and it ends in disaster. And Chahar takes a fair chunk out of Shun. They take Luoyang, which is fucking huge, 25 development, and then Bingyang, as well as Huiqing, and then the colony of Luan. Yep. The Mongols are growing ever stronger, and Golok won that war too, so that kind of proves that like Golok can actually do something. They aren't just sitting around. Over here, the S, they lost most of their land. They are reduced to 3 provinces. Kerman lost 1 province. Kerman is allied with Yaman and the S, so I'm just curious what's going to happen in the future. Kerman needs to choose their allies very carefully. What's going on in Africa? Transvaal still extending themselves. They got a nice army now. Transvaal can definitely dictate politics over here in Central Africa and East Africa because of how many troops they have on the ground at this point. The Rustamids going after Tausai again for Majorca, and Wasconia is in this war too. However, Gwynedd is also going after Island, and Wasconia has been brought into that war. I'm not sure if Gwynedd is actually going to do anything with that war, but you know. Oh, Island lost that war. Alright. Island lost any land they had in continental Europe just then and there. Ingria is still doing their own thing. I hope that they can survive, but I don't know. The AI can be very ruthless at times. And in the New World, okay, the Golden Eighth is actually not succeeding. Huh. Based on what I saw earlier, I thought the Golden Eighth would be doing very well, but Big Cato and the alliances, they are succeeding slightly. However, it should be noted, Cato is completely out of manpower, and, you know, these fights, they're just not sustainable. The manpower that's being used up on both sides, like it's draining more and more. And if I had to put my money down, I would put my money down on Golden Eighth winning, just because it seems like they're taking less losses in these battles. I don't know what else to say, and now Golden Eighth is like going across the plains and kind of hunting down any and all scattered remnants of Pawnee, Osage, and Big Cato. I don't know. Oh, hey, we got action in Australia. Penacony is going after Tiwi. And Australia has more troops and has one military tech up. However, Tiwi should not be underestimated. They still have plenty of national ideas unlocked, including that broken minus 20% shock damage, if I might add, you know. But then they also got the useless stuff like naval tradition from battles, plus 50%. Who is designing these national ideas over at Paradox? Like, I don't know. Alright, well, I guess that kind of tells the whole story. I didn't even get to click on the battle. Just Penacony was completely wiping the floor with Tiwi. So I think Penacony is just going to win each and every battle. And the silver mine over here in Tiwi's home province, like, say goodbye to it. That shit's going to get looted real fast. The papacy and Austria are even going after Tausai, because they want Epirus. Yes, the delectable province of Epirus, 23 development. If you capture Epirus, you capture Kravens, and you capture Husoft. Now, whether or not they're going to stay in custody is up to you. How's the war going over here? It's just barely not in the favor of the Golden Eighth. But, I mean, is there a resistance being formed in the far north? It's winter time. I don't think so. I don't know. Totonac is still allied with Rise of the Undead. And then once... Actually, you know what? I should check this right now. Colonialism has not spawned... When colonialism spawns, it is going to be a little rough for everyone else around the world, because colonialism is going to spawn somewhere in Europe, probably. And then printing press is going to spawn right after that. And so two institutions are going to be growing fairly fast in Europe. And then everywhere outside of Europe, it's not going to be growing fast at all. So everyone outside of Europe is going to be lagging behind in technology. Which you might say, that's pretty historical, right? I'm not going to comment on that. All I'm going to say is that it's going to make life harder for everyone outside of Europe. Oh, Yaman is allied with Ottoman. So, I don't know, I've never seen them ally before. Usually they're rivaled or they just don't reach each other. So, oh no! So defending against Strathclyde and Catalonia. And, oh my god, Wasconia has abandoned the Rustamids. Why would you abandon your ally? The Rustamids and, what's it called? Catalonia are on the same tech level. And it might be a more of an even battle if Strathclyde wasn't in there. You know. So, yeah. That's a bust. Strathclyde just really going for Sabita. What is Sabita? Actually, where is that problem? Oh, it's right here. Alright, well, you win that one, Strathclyde, because, oh, well, I got Catalonia on my side. Blech. And the Basri Order, they actually have no relations at all. They have rivals, but they have no alliances. No nothing. Which is kind of weird. Usually they have at least something. Meta-Slavers allied with Sulu. Tributary state is Meta-Slaves. Shun is allied with the Jianzhou Alliance. Chahar still allied with Golok. And the Jianzhou Alliance is allied with Amago, Utsunomiya, and Shun. Penacony making short work of any Tiwi forces, but they cannot reach the home island because of the Tiwi Navy. The Australian Navy does not want to come out and play. Oh my god, look at this. What did you do to my child, you fucking... I'll refrain for now. But the Mamluks are going in too, and it's just... It was looking okay for the Rustamids. It was looking okay for a little bit, but no. Guess not. Also, Marajo is bordering Galicia Grande again, and I have a feeling Galicia Grande... Their time on this planet is numbered. Their days are numbered. Could just be me. Could just be me hallucinating, I guess, but it's just... that's what I'm thinking. Golden Eighth, I don't think they lost anything, did they? Was this taken? Annexed in... Yeah, this was taken. Okay. So, Golden Eighth... But they didn't take all of this from Pawnee, right? No, they did. They took all of this from Pawnee? In that one war? No, okay. Because I don't remember the exact borders previously, but Pawnee did lose some land. It wasn't a lot, but it was some. Regardless of how much they lost, it's still a loss nonetheless, and the Golden Eighth, when they're winning more, they're going to keep spiraling out of control. That is the long and short of it. Strathclyde also... Oh, I thought... No. Tausai did not have the Canaries. I thought they did at one point, but no, they did not. Yep, Marajo's going after Galicia Grande as predicted, and my boy is going to die. I mean, you can try Galicia, but it's... Marajo has a lot of forces. And they're going to come down here, and they're going to besiege all of it. It's going to be terrible. And Paraguay, allied with Mapuche. That's a dynasty. De Aragon? Is that supposed to be De Aragon? I think that is. But yeah, Marajo, I don't think that there's really anything that's gonna benefit Galicia here. Yep. Man, Marajo even has the discipline advantage. Australia or Penacony still can't get to Tiwi's mainland. The Australian Navy does not want to come out and help. Is there anything else in the teapot? I was told to call this the teapot teams or something like that. I'm just going to call it the teapot dome because, well, teapot. Delta squadrons is still allied with Serbia, Rostov, Circassia, and Belobog. Serbia allied with Saluzzo now. Interesting. Why Saluzzo? Is it because they're Waldensian and they also lost recently? It could be because of that. And the Rustamids, yep, they lost a bunch. They still have their original capital, surprisingly enough, but I don't think anyone's going to want to come to their aid, if I'm honest. I don't think anyone is going to want to help them out. Oh, an interesting war here. Memmingen is going after Coburg. So this is Memmingen and Fortru going after Coburg and the papacy. Fortru is in. Yes, they are. So Fortru should be sending troops over. I say should, but I don't know if they actually will. Memmingen is gonna. Okay, they are. Big battle here in the Alps. Big battle. Fortru has the advantage in discipline. Coburg has the advantage in morale. Fortru has the advantage in tactics. And that is a solid win for Memmingen and Fortru. Coburg and the papacy sent packing. Catholicism get BTFO'd. Did the Anglican event spawn in yet? No, it did not. Maybe it doesn't spawn in at all for Fortru. I'm not sure. Coburg taking another bad fight in the mountains, and ugh, it is not good. Memmingen and Fortru. It looks like they're gonna. Wait a minute. The papacy's still holding out strong. That's a nasty battle for the papacy, though. Oh no. The papacy was taking a -3 penalty, 2 from, I think, the terrain and 1 from a river crossing. And Memmingen's troops on the defensive. They looked like they were gonna fucking lose, but they won. Oh my goodness. And because of that loss by the papacy, I don't know. Memmingen has reformed their ranks. They're ready to go. They're ready to slug it out. Fortru is also ready to go again. Coburg has no army. It's just the papacy at this point. Like, legitimately. It's just the papacy. Okay, hold on. Coburg is recruiting troops as fast as they can. I don't know if they're going to be able to, but they're trying. Oh, this is bad. This could be a stack wipe. And it's not a stack wipe. Still, the papacy, look at these papal lancers, just 8k cavalry. Is it going to be enough, though? It is not enough. Memmingen carries the day, and the papacy is just sent packing. That's a stack wipe right there. Like, papal forces, there's no manpower left in the tank. And Coburg, it looks like it is going to be a firm loss. Ingolstadt is going to be lost to the likes of Memmingen and the Protestant Reformation. I'm going to see what other wars there are real quick. Oh boy. I can't wait to see what's going on over there. Kitara is actually going after Kilwa. Interesting. Kitara, oh my god, Kilwa cannot stand up to Kitara. Kitara has been going off, apparently, with their economic stuff. And then we have, what's it called? Dumnonia and Chi-Shi are going after Norway, or Norge. And I don't think Norge is going to be able to do much, unfortunately. Oh yeah, how did Australia do? Penacony took over a huge chunk of Tiwi, and I do think Tiwi is going to be fully annexed sooner rather than later. Over here, finally the bell rings for Totonac, and I believe it is the end for them. Finally, they held out in 2 wars previously, and it was looking so good. But this time, Paradox bring an overwhelming force with Caddo and Konpech. Konpech, I would say, is doing the most here because they have the most forces on the ground. However, Paradox has the highest technology level alongside Caddo. Caddo can't do anything, though, because they're out of troops. They are out of troops indeed. Capital of Totonac is gone. Rise of the Undead. You know, they're trying. The Undead forces, they're trying to siege down Caddo's capital. And Totonac is trying to rally somewhat, but I don't think it's gonna do much, unfortunately. That siege is just taking way too long. Konpech is going to cut off Totonak's forces. And Rise of the Undead, they didn't even help. And now you're going to engage Konpech separately? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You could have helped out. And now Totonak is fully sieged down. Oh, no. It's all gone wrong. It's all gone completely wrong in Central America. Memmingen, yeah. They're just winning. The battles have turned out in the favor of the Protestants, and I have to imagine the papacy is going to be going back and looking hard at what went wrong in the battle plans with Coburg. Look at the scoreboard, look at the battle plans, just go back to the drawing board, try and get something better next time. I do like, though, that Coburg and the papacy, they're sticking it out to the end. They're not letting Memmingen get a free win, even after all these battles. Like, now, fight to the fucking end. You want this victory, you pry it from my dead fucking hands. And Rise of the Undead, they're reaping what they have sown by allying with Totonak. I would have allied with Totonak too, probably. I mean, shit. They are they stuck it out against two wars that looked terrible for them, so precedent was set that they could do shit. Unfortunately, when it's a 3v2 like this, they just come up a little bit short. And I think Rise of the Undead is probably going to lose land to Kato. Like, they're going to... Okay, never mind. There's the peace deal. Totonak sliced and diced. The capital, it remains, but god damn, they have been torn to literal shreds. They have only 3 provinces left. Paradox, Konpech, and Big Kato are the big winners here. Golden Eighth has formed Cascadia, by the way, so interesting stuff over there. And my boy... Oh, shit. I totally forgot to disable, well, not disable, but like change the decision for the formation of Cuba or whatever, because Saidi, my submission, is not a custom nation, or in the usual sense. It's not used. It doesn't use the nation designer. I spawned it in via the console. This thing. So because it's not a custom nation like normal custom nations, when it forms a country, it gets different national ideas. So it has Cuban national ideas, which are as follows. I'm not going to read them out. You can stop the video and look at them if you want. But yeah, I guess Cuban national ideas, folks. They're not overpowered by any means. There's just a different focus on them as compared to as opposed to my original national ideas. And I should mention, but I think we already knew it, Galicia Grande is dead in the water. Rest in peace, my child. You tried as best as you could. Coburg, still under siege, and it's going to be an ugly peace deal for them. Dumnonia and Chishi, they annexed a little bit more from Norge. Akershus is now under the control of Chishi, and that's a very good province. 43 development there, so Chishi is now a very, very significant player in Scandinavian politics, if they weren't already before. Other wars, we have Kong going after Kabu. Katara still going after Kilwa, and that's going to be a win. Excuse me. And the Meta-Slavers are going after the Meta-Slaves and Amago. Apparently the Meta-Slaves, they broke the tributary status, and the Meta-Slavers are here to say, whoa, 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 what do you think you're doing? Get underneath. Get underneath my foot and start eating dirt. Hita Batake, still alive somehow, but they are a tributary of Utsunomiya, and they have moved to Manchuria. Jasha, no diplomatic relations other than rivalry with the Jianzhou alliance. Only thing is, Jasha, they don't really have that many troops compared to their neighbors. The Jianzhou alliance has 32k, Jasha has 22k. So I'm hoping they do well, but they probably need an ally. Probably. Also, Champa, they're making me proud. They are really making me proud, because they are not going overseas for trade ports or anything. They are just colonizing their mainland, and they are building up internal power as opposed to external power. That makes me happy. Taosai separatists and Achaean separatists of all things. The papacy, you're gonna need to like destroy these, right? Right? Surely. Okay, they are. The papacy is on the case. Cascadia, or should I say the Golden Eighth. And my child that is going through a phase, I guess. Yeah, I didn't expect them to go through this kind of phase, but sure, is they are doing their own thing. They are colonizing Cuba. What more can be said? Hoyenshe and Tawira. I've been getting conflicting reports on how to pronounce this from the two people that made it or that contributed to it, so I will try to pronounce it as best I can. Also, Crete is independent. Holy shit. Welcome to the board, Crete. Yeah. Cool. Reformed as well. The Cretans are not Orthodox. No, they are reformed because, hey, Constantinople is reformed and they are projecting that sense of reformedness outward. Memmingen is also doing more work. They did annex Ingolstadt as well as like 4 other provinces from Coburg. However, it is not over for Coburg. They still can find another ally and probably come back. Just depends on where they want to find that ally at. Okay, colonialism hasn't spawned yet. This is gonna get wild when colonialism when the flood barrier, the floodgate that is colonialism finally spawns in. What's it called? Strongest team on Earth and Just Not. They finally want to finish off the S, and I believe this will result in a full annex of the S. Kerman, I don't think they're going to get fully annexed. Probably just lose like another province or two, but I could be wrong. We shall see. And the meta slaves, like, unless you can get over to Imago's mainland and besiege them, you're not going to do anything more than just this. Also, Johor, for some reason, is in Manchuria. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I guess. Right. Also, so what I'm guessing happened to Kitara is that the colony was burned down or abandoned for some reason after they annexed this land. I'm not sure why. That's the only explanation I can come up with. Unless there's a different explanation, I don't know, but sure. Taosai, they have colonized successfully Majorca. They lost Epirus, and now they're just going all over the Mediterranean. And even on the outside of the Mediterranean, because why not? Taosai allied with Moldavia of all tags. Like, Moldavia, why would you accept that alliance? Can I ask why? Is there a reason? I don't know. That's a mystifying question. Okay, Cascadia, or the Golden Eighth, is going after Pawnee and Osage. However, Big Cato's not in this, so I have no other inclinations other than Osage and Pawnee are about to get trashed. Like, absolutely thrown to the wolves. Oh, man. Oh, someone pinged me on Discord? Hold on. I'm just typing out some stuff on Discord, but I'm watching to see if there's anything like outside of the ordinary that happened in this war. But I don't think it's just they're just trying to run down Osage and Pawnee and the Great Plains, and really it's just, is this really going to turn out any differently than what's predicted? Alright, well, that's taken care of, and Osage and Pawnee are taken care of, and therefore Golden Eighth. Just, yeah, GG. There's nothing else left to say. And there's no other wars going on. None. Really? We got nothing? Oh, now you want to ally together Wasconia? You know, you could have made a big difference back there, helping out against Catalonia. You're not even you even hate Catalonia. What the fuck? Nah, whatever. Mamluks, they have pretenders, but Sultan Al-Hassan II will surely take care of them. Mamluks are also allied with Wasconia. The S, okay, they for some reason not fully annexed. And for some reason, still allied with Kerman. Kerman, they lost one other province. They lost Thana. That's it. Like, alright. Renaissance slowly spreading in the east. Well, I guess the delay in colonialism is allowing Renaissance to slowly spread elsewhere, but it's really, really slow. Big Cato allied with Pawnee, Conpech, and Paradox. Totonac still allied with the Rise of the Undead, but the Undead are still... they're not expanding that much. However, they do get cheaper ideas. That idea costs minus 10%. I guess that'll help them save on Monarch points. Crete is at war with Circassia. Circassia wants to take the Cretans down, but I don't think Circassia has the power to do that, if I'm honest. Polotsk trying to finish off Ingria. I think Ingria is probably gonna bite the dust here, or maybe just be left with one province, because, I mean, really, there's nothing that's stopping Polotsk, and no one, for some reason, no one wants to ally with Ingria, so it might just be that religious isolation, to be honest, because there's no one around here that is Suomenusco or like Norse. The only Norse tag around here is Norge. That's it. Everyone else is either some flavor of Christian. Anything else? Excuse me. We'll probably go to, I think, 1561 or 1562. Penacony is trying to go after the rest of Tiwi, and indeed, the Australian Navy finally comes out to play. And with that, the silver mines of Tiwi are going to be... they're going to be annexed. Let's not make any qualms about that. We're not beating around the bush. No, Tiwi is gonna get their teeth kicked in. Qi still allied with Dumnonia, this power duo, despite Dumnonia getting exiled from their homeland, is making a killing here in the Baltic. And so is Qi. Despite not holding most of Norway or even most of Sweden, Qi has been able to really thrive and maintain their mainland European possessions. Some would call that a surprise. I would even call that a surprise. I did not expect that in the slightest, if I'm honest. Next song, please. Let's see, what time are we at? I think we can go to like August of 1562. We'll be fine. Yep, Osage and Pawnee. They tried as hard as they could, and I like that they tried. But there's only so much you can do against the might of the Golden Eighth. I kind of want to... What is the Golden Eighth even based off of? I have no idea. Paradox, still doing their own thing. Guyana, not allied or they only have one rival. Mapuche. Okay, Paraguay somehow forms La Plata. Alright. Sure. Lost Kemet. Can Lost Kemet form anything? I don't know if they can. They can form Chile and La Plata. They might form Chile, honestly. They only need one more province for it. Can Mapuche form? No, they cannot. Can Barajo form anything? They cannot, okay. Alright, just wanted to see. Anything else going on? Oh! So everyone wants to pile on to Crete. No one has transported enough troops over, they're just blockading. And then the Meta-Slavers, Sulu and Johor, are going after Shun and the Jianzhou Alliance. So the Jianzhou Alliance, they can't really get over and help out Shun. The most they can do is, besiege the stuff from Johor and then just marinate in their own lands. I don't know how well this is going to work out in Jianzhou. I have to imagine that the Meta-Slavers are going to come over here and kick your ass. If they are able to get to you via Chahar. They might not. That is a very big possibility. They might not be able to get to you. But if they can, I think that the Meta-Slavers are going to make slaves out of you. With that being said, we're 1 month away from ending this part. Alright. August 1st, 1562. Interesting part so far, or as it was. Changes in North Africa, changes in Europe too. I would say this is a rather smattering of colors across the board. There's too many colors to count. And then Middle East, nothing really changing over here. A little bit of change over here in Africa. And then we have the S being further bullied, and the Meta-Slaver is starting to monopolize all of China over here. So kind of curious what's going to happen as things evolve. And in the Americas, Galicia Grande got fully annexed, to my disappointment. And then Totonac finally was brought down to size and cut up. Saidi formed Cuba, and then Big Cato, they tried to work with Pawnee and Osage to halt the expansion of the Golden Eighth, but they just couldn't. And the Golden Eighth expands ever more against Osage and Pawnee. Big Cato, you could be in the crosshairs next time. Just be aware of that. And lastly, is Rise of the Undead at the end? Yes, they are. Alright, let's go make them a republic. Reform, progress, 50. They're going to be a republic. And they are a peasant city alliance. What is that? Nakhla cities banning. Oh. I didn't even know that was a thing. Cool. Anyways, well, I'll leave Rise of the Undead to that in the next part. In the meantime, let's go ahead and see that scoreboard. In first place is Cascadia. In second place is Wasconia. In third place is the Papal State. In fourth place is Fortriu. In fifth place is the Mamluks. In sixth place is Dumnonia. In seventh place is the Metaslavers. In eighth place is Gwyneth. In ninth place is Memmingen. In 10th place is Constantinopolitanum. In 11th place is Rostov. In 12th place is Strathclyde. That'll be all for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in part 6.